What is happening, my people on the chosen pathway? Yeah. Okay, I don't know why I just did that. Okay, so listen, I just channeled a message, and the Most High was like, that was messy. No. Okay, so I'm just gonna go over what I channeled, okay, and then we'll just talk. Okay, so there was somebody, I was picking up your energy. You are in the collective, okay, and you hang out with a certain group of friends. Now, these are pretty good people, okay. These are not the kind of friends that have like negative intentions towards you or like anything like that, okay. These are groups of people who you feel rather comfortable with, okay? Although there is one person that is in this group, and this person is like making googly eyes at you, staring at you, and they're like, it's weird, right? So they are basically constantly like trying to figure out a way to let you know that they want to be more than friends. However, you're not interested in this at all. Every time you try to let them down nicely, they are like going out of their way to like show you this again. And it's becoming uncomfortable because now other people in the group are starting to pick up on this, and you're beginning to feel like maybe this is a sign that you need to like fall back and not allow yourself to be within that group. Okay, that's not the route to take. Okay, here's what I'm gonna tell you, and this is a big deal for you. This is a deal breaker for you. So here's what I'm gonna tell you. Okay, anytime anyone has ever tried to force me to be in an uncomfortable position, I would always, that second, once I set a boundary, okay? For example, let's just say somebody sends you a DM, okay? I know yours is in person, but let's just say somebody sends you a DM. And this DM, they are hitting on you, okay? No, the Most High said don't use that. Don't use that. Okay. Okay, y'all, I had a situation at work, okay? I'm just gonna tell you, all right? Now, this person was goofy as I don't know what. I was just like, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all, at this point, at that point in my life, I was like, dating was a no for me. Going out on dates, going to clubs, having people blowing up my phone. I just wanted to be left alone so I could be in hermit mode and grow. That was it. I didn't want to be bothered by nobody. That's just where I was, okay? And I wanted people to respect that, right? Prior to that, okay, when I did get involved in relationships, when I would try to walk away, they would not ever let me just go. They would just lose their damn mind. So I got tired of going through all of that. So I was like, I'm taking a break for a couple of years. I'm done for a little bit. No, it was just too much drama. So that's where I was at that particular time. Okay, so there was this colleague of mine, right? I knew it was some kind of off with his thinking, because sometimes when he would talk, I was just in my mind, I would be like, he missing some fries in his French fry basket. Something he a little Okay, so when he would talk to me in my mind, you know, like how in a movie stuff, Screw, okay, Screw music. You know how when you listen to Screw, if you haven't, I don't know what to tell y'all, because, you know, that's just a part of the culture here. Okay, it's when the music slows all the way down and it kind of is really distorted, but you can kind of tell whose music it is. That's what I heard when he would talk. And I would just be like, man, why are you talking? In my mind, I was like, why are you talking to me? But I was at work, so I had to be like, okay, that's interesting. I gotta go. Right? So that was like the way. So anyway, I'm gonna try to hurry up. Okay. So he would like, okay, so we had like a staff directory, right? Where like we could always get in touch with each other if we needed each other to do something. So he had to use, well, him and some other teachers, we were doing testing, so they had to use my room for testing, right? Because I had the largest classroom in the building. So they were using my room for testing. So he was in there, and so they did not have access to my office. So he was like, hey, can I get your cell phone number so in case I need you to open the office to get some equipment, you can come by and open it? Because I don't know what I was doing. I was available. Like, I think I was just like watching other kids, or I don't know, like relieving other teachers. I don't remember, y'all. But anyway, I was like, cool. So I gave it to him, right? And my intuition and discernment was like, don't do it. But I was at work, so I was like, let me do this. So anyway, I started getting messages from him, like after this in the mornings, and it would say, good morning. I wouldn't respond. I would be like, I know the hell he didn't. No, he didn't. I didn't respond. So I would see him at work, and he would be like, did you get my message? And I would just be like, I did, but I don't really do messages like that, right? So that was my way of being nice, okay? So then the holidays would come up, right? I don't remember what holiday it was. He started sending me like memes and videos of like something related to the holiday, and I was like, man, what in the hell is this? So I was like, I didn't respond. So then he started sending more, and I was like, I got your message, but thank you for the meme. It was funny, but I'm spending time with my kids right now. So I thought that would let him know, like, hey, this ain't it, right? We get to work. We came back, I don't know, from a break. We came back to work, and I remember standing in front of my door, and this dude was like 7'4", 7'5". Other people, if you used to work with me, you know who I'm talking about. He was like super tall. And this dude reached his hand down and tried to touch my hair. And before I knew it, I went all the way off. I went to my principal, who was in the hallway, and I start telling her, can you get this man away from me? He is harassing me. He won't leave me alone. He is in my face. If you don't get him, I promise we're going to be fighting in this hallway. And she thought I was laughing or joking because I'm always saying crazy stuff in the hallway, right? She just kind of got used to how I was, because I do joke around a lot. But that time I wasn't playing. But she also, I think it took her a minute to realize that I was not playing, because she's seen me upset. Because even when parents would try to be rude and obnoxious to me, I did not care that they were somebody's parent. If you disrespect me and you come at me, oh, you gonna get it back. And I don't even have to curse at you, but I'm gonna make you think twice about who decided to create you and put you in this world if you come at me the wrong way. That's just who I am. So, my principal was just like, what is happening, right? So ever since then, because he got embarrassed, because not only did my principal react, students in the hallway reacted, other teachers reacted, and now everybody was looking at him. And I'm telling you this to tell you, sometimes you have to return that same exact uncomfortable energy to the person who's trying to push it off on you. That was probably not a story that you can relate to, so just take different parts of it out. But for me, as far as my boundaries are concerned, if somebody is to step into my energy, they have to respect all the energy that I bring in my energetic space. And if you are violating my boundaries, if you're making me uncomfortable, I'm going to make you uncomfortable. You don't get to make me uncomfortable and be in peace. That's not how this works, right? So then maybe you can kind of take something from my situation and kind of apply that to your situation to see if it helps. Okay, the Most High just told me that was a much better story, because the other one, I think I was telling too much business. Okay, so I believe that's all I can tell you to do, is to make them feel as uncomfortable as you do. You don't have to curse. You don't have to fight. But you can give him that. You can give him that energy back. And you can do it with love and light. And you can walk away in peace, because that's what I did. I walked away with all my peace and my joy and my happiness. And I just kept it pushing. And then after that, he didn't even bother me no more. He just left me alone, which was that was the best choice for him. It really was. So, and I'm not like that all the time, but he just kept pushing my boundaries. Okay, well, listen, hopefully this helped. We'll talk soon. Bye.